All right, friends, how are you today? Aaron Michael Eschenburg here, bringing you some honest astrology for Friday. Happy Friday, July 12th, 2019. We've got a grand fire trine going on right now, right? We moved from water to fire, from emotion to action, okay? Emotion to action. So the moon moved up into Sagittarius, the early degrees, early this morning, and is making a connection over there to Chiron in Aries. And then that's making a connection down to Mercury and Mars in Leo. So let me take a look at that, show you what's going on here. All right, moon up here in Sagittarius. Having faith in oneself, having faith that we don't need to see the light in front of us, that we can journey into the unknown, we can get it done. And further, that we, this faith in ourselves, the faith in ourselves and the ability to journey into the unknown creates this, more of a sense of self-security. We know who we are, this strength. Okay, there's a really, really beautiful aspect. So what's the other aspect that's going on here with the moon is down here to Venus. Okay, this is not just about, Venus wants to say me and my emotions right now. Me and my emotions, and I did this and all of these things. Well, Venus, it's not just about you and your emotions, okay? There's other people involved in this as well, right? There's other people involved in this as well. So now let's get into a fun analogy for the day. We've got two people, person A and person B. They're both friends, and they work together from time to time, okay? So person A is reaching out to person B, and person B is not reciprocating. The pendulum isn't going back, okay? Because they are experiencing depression right now. It happens. It's something that's been going on for several years. It's been a major aspect between Saturn and Chiron that's been creating a very serious depression that's going on for the past several years. These are kind of fading away, okay? But we're still experiencing this globally. We're all still coming out of this rut. And with Chiron over there in Aries, we're still having this doubts of self. Am I good enough? Can I reach this next plateau? Just a lot of self-doubts, a lot of defeating self-thinking. So we have to get out of that self-thinking. Or emotionally, that's just what's going on right now. It's just we have these emotions. And that's what I get to here with person A and person B. So check this out. So person A and person B, they're friends, right? They work together from time to time. Person A is reaching out to person B saying, hey, I got these ideas. Let's reach out. Let's go play. Let's hang out, be friends, and let's do some, creative projects. Well, person B is depressed. So person B is not reciprocating. They're not reaching back out. They're not communicating. They're not explaining why. They're just kind of ignoring. So person A starts to internalize this. Well, what's going on? We have social media. I can see that, you've got all these things going on. You're clearly living life and seem to be doing fine. But to me, there's nothing coming back, right? So person A is just what's going on? Starting to internalize. So person B, depressed, but person A doesn't realize that. So person A internalizes it and becomes depressed themselves and begins to write off person B, okay? Now, we're both person A and person B. And in this, you can figure out whoever you are in this and then how we can, take these steps to find that balancing point. So person A didn't have enough faith in themselves that, oh, well, my friend here isn't reaching out to me, so it must be something I did. Must be me. So now I'm just going to ignore this person. I'm going to write that person off. Now, person B, they're trying to, reach for any rung they can to pull themselves up under the light. And the more that we hide ourselves in our own little, confined areas, and we don't connect with Mother Earth, we don't put our feet down in Pachamama, in the grass and walk and make this connection with energy, connection with source, when we're not out there with other people, when we're just closed off, this leads to our depression. It's we have to. So person B has to get out there in the world. That's part of what, this is right here, our moon. This is what you need. You need to travel. You need to get, not just travel saying oh, you need a vacation or you have to go to some other journey, land in order to receive this. No, man, just get out of your house. Just literally take your shoes and socks off and go in your backyard, drink a glass of water and just sit there, keep your feet in the grass. It's connecting, hey, I don't know what's going on or where it's going on, but I want to just go out and journey and go play at Belle Isle, go play at the park or whatever it is. And you're going to meet people there that are, these serendipitous connections that just lead to a rise in the next level. So person B shuts themselves down. They isolate themselves. And when you isolate yourself, you're not good to yourself or anybody else. So the moon is saying, like, you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to get out of your head, that semi-square that's going on with Venus. It's not just about you and your emotions. It's really not. We can sit here and stir. And another thing with our emotions, this is a chemical balance. So you have a thought. That thought is a frequency. That frequency releases, neuropeptides. Those neuropeptides go to these cell receptors. We have a feeling, this feeling that we have. And we can continuously feed this feeling. Every 90 seconds, we can continuously have that thought and release more neuropeptides and release more. And it's just like we can put ourselves in a loop. I'm not good enough. Now, person A is over here thinking, I'm not good enough. My friend doesn't want to reach back out to me. Here I am trying to do things. And this person's non-reciprocated. And I give it some time and I'll reach out again. And then there's nothing. And then by the time person B reaches back out, and once they've climbed up a couple rungs and they can see the light of day, and they say, oh, person A, blah, 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 blah. And person A is just ignoring that person now, which leads back to the depression of this person. Oh, I screwed up. I didn't reach out when I should have. Now they start to internalize. And what happens is both people who actually probably cared about each other, friends or other, just sink and separate and sink and separate and sink and separate. So what do we do? How do we remedy this? One, have faith in yourself. If you're person A, keep shining your bright light. Keep being that pillar of light. It's just like, hey, I'm not gonna dim my light. I'm just gonna keep being consistent, keep being persistent. Okay? Person B, it's like we have to get out of our own heads sometimes. We have to get out of our own thoughts. We have to just go. Okay, so it's just like when we sit here and thinking about it, well, I don't know where I'm going, and I don't see the light, and I don't see the prosperity, and I don't see, the clear path, and I don't have this direction. That's okay. That's okay. Just keep putting one foot in front of another. I remember having a conversation with somebody, and she said, I want to make these changes, I want to do these things, and I'm just stuck. And it was literally, she said, I want to get up and leave right now, but I just can't. And I said, well, what's stopping you? I don't know, but I just can't. I just can't. And I said, well, I'm on the phone with you right now. I mean, is your lights, just turn a couple lights. Do you have any candles going? No? Blow a candle out if you have a candle going. Turn the light off, lock the door, and just go. Just go. It's just like our own thoughts. We sit here and stir and think, oh, I could go left, I could go right, I could go back, I could forward. And sometimes it's just action needs to take place. Okay, this fire trine is saying action. Take action. All right, and not to be not to be depressed, thinking that our emotions are holding us back, or that, because this person didn't reciprocate, because the pendulum didn't swing both ways, that it's me now, that it's something that I've done. It's just like, just be you. Just keep going. Just keep doing your thing. And whether person B reciprocates or not, it's not up to you to determine how somebody else interprets something. And furthermore, it's not up to us to, we're all living our own lives, right? So we just got to be there for one another. And yeah, it can kind of hurt when you're like, hey, I've reached out. And this is that martyr stuff that I've been talking about, okay? And then when we come into Cancer, when Venus is in Cancer, the North Node is in Cancer, the Sun is in Cancer right now. Well, I reached out to you, and I reached out to you, and I reached out to you, and I offered to get together and do this, or get together and do this, and I didn't hear a word from you in months. Yeah, well, why did you reach out? Because you wanted to see that person. And now you want to hold it over their head because they were in a bad place, It's like, come on, man. Ease up, right? Get together. Love. Hang out. Celebrate life, right? So this is taking action. And don't be a martyr and saying, I've done all these things, and now I'm too good for you. I'm pulling my emotions back and reserving them for people that give me, that reciprocate, right? Come on with that. That's the drama that's Leo's bringing in. That's the Mercury and Leo drama. All right? Mars and Leo drama. But it's like, forget the drama aspect and just keep plugging away. This Friday is a keep plugging away. We got an intense weekend coming up here. All right? So the journey continues. So just keep being that pillar light, keep being positive, keep being the positive, awesome person that you are. Reach out to the people, even if they haven't reached back in a while. Maybe they're depressed. Maybe they've got a lot going on, and they would just love to hear you say, hey, how's it going? But once we start to internalize it, that somebody else's problem is because of us, or, we just start stirring, and it just going down the spiral, okay? And that's not where we're at today. We're going up, we're going out, we got high energy, high vibe Friday. I hope you enjoy it. Get out there, go play, go have fun, all right? We'll see you tomorrow.